How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 116 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we will be looking at another supposed leak. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you take it with a grain of salt and realize I'm talking about this just for fun. If you would like to read along while I talk, you can find the link to the original post in the description bar down below. But before we get into the leak, I have a few announcements to make. So first of all, I would just like to say thank you for 700 plus subscribers. We are less than 300 subscribers away from our goal, and we are getting really close to giving away that Nintendo eShop gift card. For the people who are new to my channel and don't know what I'm talking about, if we reach 1,000 subscribers before August 26th, which is in 13 days, I will be giving away a Nintendo eShop gift card to one of my lucky subscribers as a way to say thank you. So, if you want a chance to win that Nintendo eShop gift card, all you gotta do is subscribe, and once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway video. The next order of business is that from now on, I will be doing 2 videos a day. The first one will be released in the morning at around 8 AM Eastern Time, and will be called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. My second video of the day will usually be released around 7 o'clock PM Eastern, and it will be my normal leak videos. I will go into a little bit more detail this weekend, but for right now, this is what is going to be happening starting next Monday. So now, with all that actually out of the way, let's jump right into the newest leak. So today's leak comes from boards.firenet.net, and it is titled Smash U Info by Anonymous. This leak is extremely interesting because it was actually posted before the Smash Direct on July 1st of 2018. It starts by saying, "Hi, I was working at CEO this year and I managed to get a copy of the demo build used for the tournaments. There were a few interesting things in the code for the character select. The Simon Belmont leaker had the Castlevania IP right, but not the character. Richter, Richard Belmont's Japanese name, was among those listed. Cernite, Gardevoir's Japanese name, was among them. Interestingly, Lucina, Dark Pit, and Daisy are all listed with their Echo counterparts. Gothitel's name in Japanese was underneath her. I presume then that Gothitelle is going to be an echo of Gardevoir. Mario 2 was listed as a separate character. I have no idea what this means, but if I had to guess, either Paper Mario or Mario 64 Mario. King K. Rool and Dark Samus underneath regular Samus were both listed, which is unsurprising. Obviously, it's a demo build, so there may be more characters who haven't been added to the select screen code yet. So now that we've gone over the entire leak, let's talk about it. So first of all, the leaker claims that he got his demo copy from CEO. So I'm not too sure how hard it would have been to get a copy, but when I went to the Super Smash Bros. For Wii U event at Best Buy, they had all of the games and everything under lock and key, and it was just impossible to get anything. So I assume that it would have been pretty hard, I guess not impossible because this guy managed to do it. So he was able to find in the code, he basically dissected it and found all of these characters that were listed. It's pretty interesting that only some of the new characters that were announced were actually in the code, like Simon Belmont and King K. Rool, but maybe that's because those were characters that were already done and those were the first that were going to be announced. So next, the supposed leaker says that Richter Belmont was the one who was going to be in the game and not Simon Belmont. I'm not quite sure how the development of Echo Fighters goes, but I think that since Richter was the Echo Fighter of Simon Belmont, that Richter would have been developed after Simon Belmont, so it doesn't really make much sense for Richter's code to have been in, but not Simon Belmont's. So next we see that Gardevoir's name is listed with Gothitelle as an Echo Fighter for Gardevoir. This is where things start to get a little bit weird because Gardevoir is a Psychic Fairy type Pokemon and Gothitelle is a pure Psychic type Pokemon. I don't really know how Gothitelle would be an Echo Fighter for Gardevoir, but maybe Sakurai found some way to change Gardevoir's Fairy type attacks into Psychic type attacks for Gothitelle. We do know that Echo Fighters don't have to be exactly the same as the character they're based on, so maybe Gothitelle is different enough. I don't know, personally I'm not too sure about how Gothitelle would work as an Echo Fighter for Gardevoir, but I guess if it happens, and I'd welcome Gothitelle in with open arms. Next we have Mario 2 listed as a separate character. He has no idea what this means, but if you had to guess either Paper Mario or Mario 64 Mario, this is the reason I hope that this leak is true, because you guys know that I want Paper Mario more than any other character in this game, so if Mario 2 does end up being Paper Mario, I would be very happy. And then finally, the leaker claimed that King K. Rool and Dark Samus were going to be in the game, but everyone knew they were going to be. They were basically shoo-ins, so who knows? Maybe he actually looked at the code and got this right, or maybe he just got lucky and guessed. So overall, I have a few problems with this leak. I think that the fact that he got a demo build from CEO does not make a lot of sense, because when I was at the Best Buy event for the Wii U, only the higher-ups were allowed to touch any of the copies. There were guys walking around with 3DSs, but they were like latched onto their belts and it was impossible to get them away from them. However, this guy could have been an employee who had access to it, and he might have been able to look at the code through that. I'm not really sure, but I just have a problem with it because if he was just a normal guy, there's no way he was getting his hands on it. And then the only two really other problems I have with this leak is that Simon Belmont wasn't listed while Richter was. It doesn't really make sense that the Echo Fighter is listed but not the standalone character, but I don't know much about coding, so maybe this is just how it was supposed to work. And the other issue I have is that Gothitelle is an Echo Fighter for Gardevoir. Gothitelle and Gardevoir are two completely different Pokemon. Gardevoir has a Mega Evolution, is completely recognizable by fans. She's super popular. I could totally see Gardevoir joining the game. However, Gothitelle isn't very well known, and it's just a lot different than Gardevoir. I just don't see how Sakurai could justify making Gothitelle an Echo Fighter. So overall, do I believe that this leak is true? Honestly, I think that there is enough evidence here to support that this guy does have some idea what he's talking about, and I think it's pretty likely we are going to end up seeing Gardevoir and Gothitelle join the battle, alongside Paper Mario or Mario 64 Mario. I'm personally pulling for Paper Mario, and I really want this to be real because I really want Paper Mario, but if this doesn't end up being real, I'm really not going to be that heartbroken. So let me know in the comment section down below whether or not you believe that this leak is real. Would you be happy with it if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.